seats too. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'll leave it up to you. But my name is Max Koenig. I lead our Silicon Valley Fintech team here. Total team is about 35 of us spread globally. A lot of success over the last 4 years. We now have 9 locations, our newest being Amsterdam. My colleague RJ will come up and talk a little bit about that after. But today, what you'll be seeing is our 9th Fintech Selection Day. We've got about 41 companies pitching for you today. It's a very long day. Each company will be pitching for about 4 minutes, 1 to 2 questions for the audience. We try and do rapid fire. So we have 10 companies and a break after each segment, a lunch from 11:30 to 12:30. Lots of coffee in the back, lots of waters, beers at the end to keep everybody happy, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Quick walk through the agenda today. You guys should have your packets. If anybody needs a packet, anybody needs a new voting sheet, raise your hand or go to the front here. The ladies at registration will take care of you. Quick overview. It's pretty crazy how we're still kind of doing this today. For a lot of you guys that don't know the history of our FinTech program, we launched out of a small Bitcoin meetup. We were just in that small, tiny room over there. It fits about 50, 60 people. Mainly attracting a lot of the early stage blockchain and Bitcoin developers. Founder and advisor of our program is a gentleman by the name of Scott Robinson. A lot of you folks that have been partners with us about 3-4 years know him very well. It's crazy to see that we launched this program with just about 5 banks, and now we're looking at 53 financial institutions in total in this room today. So special shout out to all you guys for making this possible. A lot of traction, a lot of success, a lot of highlights over the years here. We've had 300 companies participate in our program, averaging about 25 per class. We've seen a very successful pilot rate of about 50%. Investors in about 63. You'll meet my colleague George, tell you about some successes and highlights from last year's portfolio. Quick shout out to all the new partners today. We have 9 new partners that are joining our program, which concludes a total list of about 53 that we're working with very closely. So quick round of applause for all the partners in the audience. Thanks for coming out here. Thanks for responding to all our emails. Some upcoming key dates that we have on the horizon, specifically here that our team is working on. Orientation day is in the next 48 hours. So we'll be taking your votes for the anchor partners, aggregating the total, extending invites to the startups. Top 25 spots will get in, and we will run that on this Thursday. If you're in town, you're sticking around, you want to participate and show up, we'd love to have you. It's in the morning, Thursday morning. I think it kicks off about 9 a.m. We have a focus week here to the entrepreneur, to a lot of later stage folks. We kind of give them a key week for them to show up, April 1st through the 4th. If you guys are looking for deal flow, mentor sessions, meeting with the local VCs, we have lots of activity for you guys here, so please plan your travel arrangements and being here that week. All 25 companies going through the program will be here. So for those of you folks that do not like the virtual sessions like myself, you want to meet startups face-to-face, that is the week that they will all be here for sure in person. April 9th, we'll be doing some exciting, hopefully this is working. April 9th, we'll be doing some exciting kind of showcase event, small private event, 120 people at SAP Hudson Yards in New York, bringing about 6-7 startups to pitch fellow local folks that are based in New York. So if you're interested in participating there, please let us know. We're doing a small roadshow down in Sao Paulo. My girl Andrea in the back there, if you want to put your hand up, is the key organizer of all of this. We're expanding globally, and so we're looking at Brazil as a huge opportunity. A lot of folks from Latin America, South America we work with, so engaging with business units, for us as an investor, we see it as a big opportunity. We're also in Atlanta. I personally have a major fetish for Atlanta. We have a FinTech South conference. My friends US Bank, folks down in regions should be there. We're having a small cocktail mixer. We're bringing a lot of the local entrepreneurs from the Atlanta area. If you guys are looking for cocktails, conversation, some fun, happy to host you. It's after the second day of that conference. Apart from that, for those of you that showed up here at the end of last month for our Morningstar Investor Conference, mainly targeted around the asset and wealth management segment, we'll actually be featured during the Morningstar Conference out in May. So if you're looking to participate, come visit us out in Chicago. Happy to get you more information on that. And then the batch concludes May 16th. Here at our headquarters, the startups that will be pitching will kind of share their highlights of what they've accomplished over the last 12 weeks. Any questions, anything you need? My team is huge here. We've got about 16 of us in total. If you guys can all raise your hand briefly. Be proud. RJ, raise your hand in the back there. Thank you, sir. Ask any questions for us. Happy to get you affiliated with things we got working on. But before I jump off here, I want to turn over the mic to my colleague George, who's a partner on our ventures team. Very exciting portfolio, a lot of quick wins. Want to have him kind of share some stories of some success that we've had over the last 12 months. Welcome, George.
Thank you, Max. Thanks, Max. So Max gave me 2 slides to talk about today, so it's just very, very quick. Thanks, Max. So my name is George Demooney. I'm one of the partners here on the Ventures team. Had the pleasure of leading our fintech investments globally for the past 5 years now. So we put together a little slide to demonstrate the successes that we've had last year alone with our portfolios raising more money. So just really, really quick, a few quick stories. So if we go to Beam Solutions, this is actually a company that was called CCO Box when we invested in them. It's basically a chief compliance officer in a software solution. So actually the ex-chief compliance officer of Facebook Payments started this company, came to Plug and Play. We actually led their round, put in their first $50,000 into the company, and actually introduced them to their first institutional investor, Canaan Partners. Today they raised over $7 million and are piloting with 3 major banks. Next company, Big ID. So GDPR. Anybody familiar with GDPR or excited about GDPR this year? By the show of hands? So nobody's excited about it. So we invested in this company about 3 years ago when GDPR wasn't actually a big topic yet. The founder sold his last company to CA Technologies, started a company in the GDPR compliance space. This is actually the fastest company to raise a Series A to a Series B for Plug and Play's history of about 3 months. So today they raised about $65 million and are one of the leaders in the GDPR compliance space. So if you guys need any help on that side, Big ID is probably the best company for you guys today. Another company on Fido, one of the largest background checking companies. We put in money in their seed round, and to date they raised over $70 million, employed people, and are one of the largest background checking companies today for the on-demand economy and challenger banks. And lastly, N26 I want to talk about is a very, very exciting company for us. So one of the first investments for us in the challenger bank space about 4 years ago. We actually put in their first 25,000 euros for 5% of the company. This is public. It was in our program in Berlin. And who knows what number 26 does by the show of hands? Fantastic. So N26 is essentially a mobile-only bank. So you can onboard a customer mobile-only. It's branchless, one of the largest growing to date. And they just closed, actually in December, at a $3 billion valuation. They raised $300 million from Allianz and a few more VCs. So our 5% is worth a lot more now. So super excited about that. Okay, and this is the fun stuff, so voting. So if you look on, I think it's the back of your sheets here, there's 3 ways to vote for companies. So we have 40 companies pitching today, 4 minutes each with 1 question from the audience. We'll have mic runners running around. If you guys have a question, please raise your hand, and we'll get it to you as soon as possible. So green is essentially an excellent startup. You want them in the batch. You can't see them with, not being in the batch. Yellow is intriguing, but you might need a few more information before making a final decision. And then red is absolutely not a fit for us. We don't want to work with them. So just very simple, mark green, yellow, or red. And that is basically it. We have companies flying in from all over the world today. We're super excited about the selection day. Actually the largest selection day of Fintech's history with 40 companies. And we'll try to get to it as quick as possible. So with that being said, I want to introduce my colleague, RJ Carver. Where are you? There you are. So RJ is going to be our rockstar MC today, so please give him a round of applause.
Thank you, George. All right, how's everybody doing? Energy level's looking pretty good in here, so I don't think we need much more than that. All right, so again, just want to reiterate what my colleagues said. Super excited to have you all here. A couple familiar faces that have been with us for a while at this point, and some new partners in here that we're very excited to have. So with that said, the real reason you're here, let's have some great pitches. So first up, we're going to be having Jordan Wright from ClickSwitch.
Awesome. So I want to thank Plug and Play for inviting us to this event. We're